Okay, let us pick it up from where we ended last time. So I'm holding this one because I think there's something wrong with this. So I received a feedback that the videos have got low sound. So we'll see how this one will go. So if you haven't watched part one, I would encourage you to search how to make stress your friend part one. This is part two. Then we're going to follow well and understand where we are coming from. So researchers estimated that over the 8 years of tracking deaths from the people they did research on, they discovered, so they were tracking people, they were doing experiments so that they want us to know, like, they want us to know more about stress and what kills. Is it a belief or it is stress itself? So they discovered that 182,000 Americans died prematurely, not from stress, but from a belief that stress is harmful for us. 182,000 from the people they were tracking, they died. Stress did not kill them, but the belief about stress killed them. They died prematurely. That is over 20,000 deaths a year if it was estimated correctly. 20,000 deaths a year from a belief. Do you know what that means? It means that a belief about stress, a negative belief about stress it is even more dangerous than HIV and AIDS, more dangerous than skin cancer. It kills people more than skin cancer does, kills people more than HIV and AIDS does, making it the 15th largest cause of death in the United States the year before they did the research. The belief about stress. So now the question now, after doing this research at the University of People and trying to ask myself a question, if we change what we believe about stress, can it make us healthier? That's the question. So after doing the research, I discovered that science says yes, it can. Once we change what we believe in about stress, it can make us more healthier. So changing our mind about how we see stress can change how our bodies respond to stress. Just a belief. And the opposite is true. Having a belief that stress is harmful, like, changes the response. So our bodies are already weak because that's the belief. A belief is like a signal you send to your body, and your body will respond accordingly. So if you believe that stress is harmful, your body will respond like that, and it will be weak. You find that that's why those people die. So if we change, it's like now we are changing now. We are sending new signals in our bodies. And you know what we know? Our bodies are ready because we have been hearing about how bad it is, how stress can kill us. So our bodies have been responding according to what we believe because that's what we have been hearing. So once we change, my purpose is to change your belief about stress. So once we change our belief about stress, our bodies changes on how it responds to the stress. Stress comes each time we face new environment and new challenges. Stress will come when we don't know what to do. So think for a moment. Let me give you an example. Think for a moment what happens to your body when you are standing at the pulpit. Preachers know. Those who do public speaking, maybe you are standing at the stage with over 700,000 audience or 700 audience. Do you know what will happen? Some of us, like me, some of us could even start sweating. Our hearts begin to pound faster than usual. Even the breathing changes. Everything changes. Even the voice changes because we are stressed. That's the audience that we have never seen before. So that's what we see. Those changes because that's the new environment. It's the first time on stage. And do you know what we interpret and how we call those things? the changes in the body whenever we are stressed. We interpret them as anxiety, and we interpret them as excuse me, failing to coping so well, like the pressure of having people's eyes on you, and that pressure now that you fail to cope so well, and because of the stage fright, sometimes we even call it stage fright, as that's how they call it. And this is the fright that people think like it should go as you get used on standing on stage before the crowd of people. I started thinking for a moment, like, what if we change what we believe about those physical changes, like the sweating and the beating of the heart and the breathing rate changing? What if we change what we believe about those physical changes due to challenges that we have on the stage? I'm just using the stage because I always stand at the pulpit and preach. So I don't know what gives you stress. So I want you to think, like, what if we change what we believe about that? This might sound crazy, but this is exactly what the participants were taught at Harvard University, the participant in a certain research. Before they could participate, before they could go through social stress tests, they were told to believe or rethink that their stress response, those changes, those sweatings, pounding of their heart, that they are helpful. Not thinking like they are afraid or what, but just to think of them as positive, as helpful. That they were taught to believe that the pounding of the heart, not just believe because this is what happens to the body. So they were taught to believe the truth, that the pounding of the heart is the preparation for action. The heart start beating faster, preparing them for action. The breathing fast as not a problem, like not thinking like it's a problem, but to see it as getting more oxygen to the brain for action. Like you are breathing fast and blood and the heart to prepare for action because you need more oxygen. The body, for it to get the energy from the food that we eat, it uses, like, I think you are familiar with anabolism and catabolism. And you know that catabolism is when the body breaks, like, larger molecules into small molecules, and in breaking, you see the energy is released, and that energy in the body is what the body uses in order to do the actions. So now the breaking releases energy, and the breaking, and for the body even to work properly and do all the action that it does, it needs oxygen. Without oxygen, your body goes through anaerobic respiration because there is no oxygen. That's why you find that when you are running and you run out of oxygen, you can faint because your body goes in anaerobic respiration because there is not much oxygen, and that now produces like lactic acid in your muscles, which is bad acid and can affect you. But you see that your body doesn't want you to go in anaerobic, so your heart begins to pump fast and the blood moving fast, you are breathing faster because you need oxygen. You need oxygen to do an action, man. Every action in your body needs energy. So you need energy and oxygen for your body to act. So when we are stressed, or when you are stressed, you begin to breathe faster because of pressure, so that your body has more oxygen for action. Instead of saying like, I'm afraid I'll make mistake, but believe that your body is preparing you for that challenge, to take up that challenge, and even to do well, not to make mistakes. Participants who saw, from that research at Harvard University, participants who saw stress as helpful, participants were less anxious and more confident. Those people are told to believe. Less anxious and more confident. So I believe this will help you. So let me end here. You see, I'm holding this. Maybe next time I won't be holding like this. I speak with my hands. So we'll pick it up from here. So next time we'll look at how belief, both negative and positive beliefs, how it affects our hearts, So we will go into details next time. So let us end from here. So I would encourage you like to help me like share the videos, like and comment, so that you make these videos visible to everyone, and share to your friend and encourage them to subscribe, so that we help as many people as possible from this problem, which is a belief, not stress, a belief about stress. So it's bye bye for now. See you next time.